Is she good? Hold on. Listen, I think this is better. I hardly had any friends my entire life. You know? Oh shit. Oh, that's beat. I hardly had any friends. I was quite the loser throughout my entire life, but you know, I never suspected that being a loser would have a direct like implication to real life in terms of like um receiving negative energy and like what I mean is this. Being alone for the most part has always sort of been my own business. And even when I was bullied, it was more so like I was the butt of the joke when I thought that we were laughing together. Like the whole thing of they're not laughing with you, they're laughing at you. That's kind of the whole thing. Um, but this was like one of the first times where it was like being lonely was a direct, um, I guess, correlate to like negative attention and shit like that. I remember I was sitting in detention because I was always late. And the reason why I was always late, it is so bright. The reason a bug just a bug just bugged me out. Anyway, a bug just landed on me. The reason why I was always late was because I was struggling with a lot of mental issues at the time. Um, Due to a horrible event that took place that I'm not gonna get into. And this was like before my dad died. So after that, it only got worse. But for now, I was always late because I was literally tweaking. Like I don't want to go into detail, but I was bugging out. Just say that. Like I was up all night making noises. It was bad. I was a good kid, always late. So I was sitting in detention by myself. Might be asking, well, isn't everyone by themselves? Not necessarily. You can still sit by your friends. I don't know. Like it's a weird thing. It was kind of chill. I was school kind of chill like that. I was always by myself during lunch, detention, whatever have you. Um, and I remember for whatever reason, something had like triggered me, and I was starting to tweak out like in front of everyone because where I was sitting, the whole cafeteria could see me, and I remember to this day, these episodes were pretty much always in my own company. No one like outside of my mother or my father openly saw them. This time, this person sitting across from me saw me and started to like record me because I was, physically tweaking. Obviously, I wasn't being as bad as I would be at home, but like you can still see my hands fidgeting like crazy, like my eyes and my head going crazy. She was recording me. She was laughing. I looked at her. She looked away. Um, that was the first time that being alone, not having anyone, because in those moments, usually my mom is there for me to calm me down, or whatever the case is. My dad was all the way down south. My mom was usually the one helping me. This was like the only time that I can remember where I was just by myself, and for once, I was bullied because I was by myself. And in that moment, I felt completely objectified, like I was outside of my body, type shit. Like I felt nothing because I was no one. I was a thing. I was just a thing to be showcased and, you know, a thing to emote to. Um, Detention ended. I called my mom instantly. Obviously, you know how moms do. They threatened to call the school and tell them what happened. But if you've been bullied, you never want that shit. I called my dad. He was more so telling me, "Hey man, just do your thing. Know who you are. So on and so forth." Um, None of those two things helped me because after that help happened, I manifested this bully that was inside of me. Um, like internally, there was this other figure that would now bully me in place of that person, and it spoke in my voice. It had my same dialogue. It talked like me, whatever, and it would bully me when that person wasn't there to bully me, and nothing that no one said could get rid of it. I don't have that thing in me anymore. Um, but if I can say one thing that helped, because I'm still kind of lonely ultimately. Like I have friends, but I don't really know if anyone considers me at all. Like there's not a single point in time where anyone I think can say that, hey, what is Lee doing? I don't get any calls or any texts from like literally no one ever. But I think what's the difference now is that I I transmuted that form, like whatever it was. Let's just say it's this ball of emotional energy that just took my form. Right, looked like me, had the same crooked mustache, afro, goatee, whatever. I transmuted that inner thing into admiration for myself. And how I did this was I kept being alone, but I just enjoyed my company more. And it's not to say that being alone was necessarily a good thing, but it was a thing. And the best thing about being alone was that the only person in my company was me. And when you always spend time with yourself, the only person that can love you more than anyone in this world is yourself. My fucking life fell asleep. Y'all still see me? Yeah. So over time, I guess I just got to know the insides of myself better because I think I took time to, and I value that more. I think I was so tired of feeling worthless. The last spot I looked for value was myself, and I I found some things like wow, I'm actually kind of funny, I'm kind of cool, so on and so forth. So what did I do? In some weird way or another, I began to love myself, and that all came from being alone. I've experienced two sides of the polarity of being alone: loving yourself and being tormented. And in some ways, they're two sides of the same coin. You know, in some weird ways, you kind of can't have one without the other to an extent. And it's like now, current day, that was like probably 5 years ago. Now, here, still alone, but I'm more comfortable than myself with myself than ever. Could I still be bullied? Possibly. I mean, I'm dedicating my life to the internet now, pretty much. I can be called all types of things. I know I'm not necessarily that attractive by any means. Um, could could very much so happen, but at least I got to experience both. And if one happens, I know exactly what the other feels like. You can't even see me. It's so bright, like my future, like my freaking future. Hold on. Whoa, what the? Uh, bro, bro, son, bro. Whoa, it's good. Should we walk around? It's not gonna help. Not gonna help. Yeah, the sun is tweaking. Oh my god, the sun is tweaking. Um, anyway, I'll 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 catch y'all very soon. I guess I just wanted to leave you with this message. How do you see my finger? Oh, I wanted to leave y'all with this. If you are alone, if you feel like you don't have many friends or anyone around you, know this: that is not a reflection of your worth. Your worth can never be determined by how big your audience is. Okay? You are beautiful, you are loved, you are cherished here. Um, and that if you knew how much you were, worth, if you knew how beautiful you actually were, you would never, ever, 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 ever think it's logical to put yourself down at all. Now, shout out Scumbag, shout out the league. The league, it's sticking. You guys are the league. After my last name, which is Lee, Jordan, there's not really anything that goes with Jordan. I think the league works better. So it is the league. I know I look a mess right now. I just got off of work, but tomorrow we're coming back stronger than ever. Um, love y'all. See y'all next. See you next one. Shout out Scumbag.